Hey Soul Family, welcome. My name is Audrey and this is your weekend cosmic forecast on May 31st to June 2nd, 2024. All right, so welcome. I'm just gonna wait a little bit. We got a lot to talk about, okay? There's a lot going on. Hi Garrett. So for the weekend, hi Matthew. Hi everyone. We got a lot of healing. We got a lot of healing in the bestest ways, okay, going on this weekend. The best way that I can just kind of sum it up is that we are fated this weekend to understand certain dynamics of our own emotional / thinking pattern. Oh, Uzbekistan. Wow. Hello. Okay, so where to start? Because you see, there's a lot that is going on. And I'm going to start with the mystical rectangle here. And we talked about it before. This is your cosmic weather forecast. We're talking about the astrology for this weekend collectively. I'm not covering specific zodiac signs. Okay, we're just feelers here. It's a channel for heartists. Okay, we're feeling through our heart all that is going on. And this is my sacred geometry for the pressure cooker. And what I mean by this, we're feeling a lot and it looks like everything's fine, but inside there's a lot that is being triggered. Now, this sacred geometry is fated to show you and reveal to yourself what it is that you have to discover about this energy. So this energy has Neptune, and here Neptune still in the last degrees of Pisces, so we're ending certain dynamics of feeling, of thinking, of repeating certain karmic cycles. Here we have in association Pluto in retrograde that is teaching us about our inner power, teaching us how to transform, especially in accordance to our affinities. So whether it's friendship or affinities of how you go about your daily life, your habits, your routine, this is being highlighted. And we have two goddesses energy. By the way, some of you, this is my favorite reading to do for people, to read where the goddesses are in your chart. Medusa is teaching you how to make sure you are in alignment with your highest truth. And when you're not, she is going to make you feel like stone. Okay, because that's her superpower. So some of you, if you're feeling a little bit stuck, okay, but almost like I can't move, I don't see, everything is just like feel locked, you're feeling the pressure cooker here. Because also we have Lilith here, she's going to teach you how to stand in your power and probably do things a little bit differently. She's the raw rebel, okay? She's been usually scorned, shamed, guilted. And she's trying to teach you by going within to show you. She wants to reveal to you some of those patterns that may make you feel like you don't know how to go about a certain situation. That situation is going to be different for everyone, okay? But we have this beautiful thing. I actually don't think I've ever seen it before since I've been doing the forecast, nor did I see this in personal birth charts, which is where in the mystical rectangle, you're seeing this going to here the horizon, but especially also to Nyx. Nyx is the goddess of the night. She is going to help you with shadow work. She's going to help you have more, especially in her placement here, compassion for yourself, for whatever stories you've gone through, but she's going to show you and reveal to you also some of the patterns that you need to step beyond. And so there's going to be some shadow work this weekend in terms of realizing certain habitual repetition of patterns towards how we especially treat ourselves. Are we there to nurture ourselves emotionally, cater to what we feel? Because this energy that is pressure cooking you is trying to show you something And I was like, what is this trying to show us? Okay, there's a couple of things. First of all, if you're going to explode this weekend because the tension is too intense, what's going to happen is there's a very volatile energy here from Pluto to Medusa to this cluster here with Mars and Chiron. This is trying to help you realign the mirror of your relationship here. Okay, so there's a lot here as far as your field of creation, and what is being revealed is like, how do you go about empowering yourself in your relationships? How are you feeling that you stand in your authentic truth in your relationships? Because your relationships, the total of your relationships, is going to give you a kind of a average of the frequency that you're tuned into. So if you're hanging out with a lot of people that have, you know, certain patterns of gossiping or not looking inside themselves or projecting or whatever that is, I'm saying this without judgment, but if you're realizing those patterns, at the end, you're kind of facing with this overall frequency, okay? And you're watching this, knowing that you're wanting to step into a frequency that feels better, because that's another sacred geometry in that pressure cooker where we have this shield of fate, okay, with Uranus merged with Mercury in those degrees of Taurus that wants you to tap into your inner joy, your inner bliss. And that means that some of you this weekend, maybe you had lots of plans and they don't feel aligned. Listen, okay? Be authentic with yourself if you need to revisit what maybe you had planned for the weekend, okay? Those are the energies are super strong in terms of inner standing of what you're attracting and the repetition of it. And here we have another merge. We have a dance between the Sun and Venus in this degree of Gemini that is all about purification. So we're purifying our state of beingness. We're bringing more compassion through looking at our situation through different angles. So a lot of transformative energies through this weekend. I've had a lot of people coming for cosmic energy checkup, and I never miss. If you guys feel like you need to understand what the heck is going on with this energy, if this doesn't even do it and you're just like, there's something more, there's usually something, okay, that is going on in the sky. And right now I'm seeing a lot of people that are faced with what their intuition is telling them, and maybe the habit of having been told that they were wrong. Okay, so maybe some of you, if you're empaths, being in narcissistic dynamic in relationship, I was studying this morning gaslighting and how people that were, especially from childhood, under a lot of gaslight, that's not what you're thinking. No, that's not what I said. No, you're wrong. This is not, you know, oh, I never said that. This type of things. If you were raised with a lot of those type of energies, okay, there was a point that was very interesting, which was speaking of, you might also have developed that inner gaslighter in you. When I heard that, I was like, yeah. What? Okay? So what that means is that this weekend, there's a lot of that energy. So I was just, it always happens again, that's, you know, I go, I work out, I align with certain energies, I meditate, and then there's a whole flow, and then I look at the sky and I'm like, oh, this is what I'm doing. Okay, so what's happening here is that you're going to also realize maybe that within yourself, there is someone and a little voice that's telling you, hey, maybe you didn't hear that. Maybe you didn't feel that. maybe that's not the truth. Okay, so there's a lot here in the shadows that is being revealed around this topic, especially because the moon is our subconscious, is a master teacher of your intuition. And over this weekend, our master teaching is in Aries, and it's going to be about what is being mirrored to you. Okay, and what was interesting about this mirror is that I was also getting messages and synchronicities that were showing that sometimes you'll also have certain situations that mirror you, and they're not a direct mirror. They become another type of mirror, so indirect mirrors. So you're going to have maybe a situation that repeats itself, but there's going to be another factor that was very different from your childhood. Okay, but when it happens, trust how it feels to you. Trust how it feels to you. And this weekend, this is really a self-mastery of understanding your own alignment with your intuition. And that's going to give us collectively a lot of more inner strength, inner power to move forward with a lot of our desires, our dreams. Okay, so again, I personally love Medusa. I love Medusa's energy. I got activated when it was a full moon smack on my Medusa. She was everywhere. And I love that I have her in Gemini. So some of you, if you want to look at your placement for the goddesses, Medusa is number 149. Lilith is under Lilith. Nyx is 3908. We have Ishtar here 7088. And we have Kali 4227. Okay, you can enter that. Those are asteroid numbers, and the ones that would benefit especially the most for knowing about those goddesses if you have planets next to them. Okay, because it's going. Medusa's fire. Hi Pikachu. Okay, that's what I have for this weekend. Now, you know I don't like to leave you with no tools at all. I recommend for this weekend my shadow work playlist, which is your Auric health and wealth. Okay, that's the whole playlist. There's a bunch of things there. There's a bunch of things for my empath out there for retrieving your light, retrieving your power. For some of you that are YouTube members that have access to different ones, the one that came up strongly was removing your X's and hexes. Okay, because we're getting rid of certain patterns of that we rehearsed a lot of the times for many years. Hi Lorena. As far as personal guidance, cosmic energy forecast and checkup is something that can help you. And for the ones that are Instagram subscribers, I am going to be pulling some cards tonight at 5 p.m. PST. So what is that, 8 p.m. on the East Coast? Yee! Yes, we're going to pull some cards around this energy. Okay, get some catered message for some of you that are part of the subscription. So that's what I have. Thank you so much for being part of my soul's journey. I see you. Again, a lot of understanding. I'm excited for you to understand when what is fated. It's fated. Some of you come back to me with your DMs and emails like, this is a weekend that's like, but you have to want to go there. Okay? You have to want to go there. Thank you, Missy. Namaste.